This team is better than their record and better than the current point differential. Watching the game again, you can see noticeable improvement in certain units. It shows that the coaches are still coaching and the players are still buying in. And it is not just watching that makes me think that. Monday morning, I talked to a person who sat among the players and coaches' families at Clemson as a guest of BC. This person is no fan of Adazio. But the relayed message was clear: these families were into it. They were buying in during the game and in good spirits after. Adazio still has his staff and his locker room. That belief as well as the signs of improvement are what Adazio needs to save the season. Yet, I still don't trust him. The guy might be doing the right things behind the scenes, but he is giving these games away. He is terrible as a game manager. I don't know if we deserve to be 31 or 22 right now, but I do know the scores don't measure this team's potential. All they measure is that their head coach is inept in planning and execution of game strategy. Offense: D. Brown did not play all that well. He had time and still made some bad throws and questionable decisions. He misses guys and is not being aggressive enough with some of his downfield looks. I know part of it could be coaching. Maybe they fear him forcing too much. But when he has the time he did against an elite D, he needs to make better throws. I thought Dillon looked okay. He hits the hole hard and pushes the defense for another yard or two. In a game like this, we needed him to either run over someone or make a few more guys miss. Hilliman was more decisive and looked okay in the passing game. The tight ends blocked better, and it made a difference. We even used them as backs at times. If you want to bank on one reason for optimism, it is the O-line. They are getting better every week. Petrella is playing beyond his years. Lindstrom had his best game of the season. The left side did a good job opening holes and giving Brown time. Even Lazard looked better. Smith had a nice long catch, but most were short gainers. We need him to start shaking tacklers or something. White played well and hustled with good run after the catch. Sweeney was good. I thought the game plan was bad. You are basically controlling the best front seven in the conference and you can't get first downs. Why not take more chances? Why not get the ball to guys who might actually break something open like Smith or White? When you dedicate so much time to running, there is going to be play action opportunities. We just didn't do enough of that. You can't beat elite teams when you only score 7 points. I blame Adazio for most of that, but Loeffler shares some of the burden, since we are still having trouble scoring on his watch. Defense: C. Landry played better. He let Bryant escape a few times but overall was very disruptive and drew a lot of attention. Something remains off with Allen. He seems slower. Merritt looked fine. Graham looked okay as he got more time. Ray had some nice tackles. Ray Smith did a good job up the middle. Bledsoe had his best game and blew up multiple plays. Schwab was fine. Richardson was fine. Lamont looked good getting extensive playing time. The DBs as a group were very good. Dennis made multiple plays and had an int. Harris still looks just okay and missed a few tackles. I don't know why he is not having the impact expected. Moore played well. Yadam played well. Torres made a tackle. Adazio said that the goal was to get Clemson to work it down the field. But what I appreciate is that we still brought pressure on occasion and got to the QB. The tackling wasn't great. The scheme was fine. My biggest problem is that we can't seem to stop the opposing QB from running on us. We've got to get that fixed. Special teams: B. Mike Knoll might make first team All-ACC. The only thing that frustrates me is that his good punts are helping rationalize Adazio's poor decisions. The punt coverage has been good. Considering Clemson's playmakers and the number of times we punted, only allowing one big return was good, and of course Knoll made the tackle. Walker is being aggressive in his returns. I do think he will break something soon. Colton Lichtenberg hit his only chance off the post. It was frustrating, but not a terrible shank. Overall things were going according to Adazio's plan right up until they didn't. I've belabored how antiquated his approach is and how he is a bad game manager. No need to rehash. One day it will work, but not against great teams with competent coaches. I am beyond frustrated. The only reason that another blowout didn't turn an F is because there is some noticeable improvement in certain units and some of the guys are playing their hearts out.